breath, carrying away the mustiness, the dustiness, the congestion, anything that's getting in the way of blocking your vitality in today's practice. Now beginning to bring a more consciousness to the breath, expand the belly with each inhale breath and draw the belly back towards the spine with each exhale breath. Lengthen the spine, feel the foundation for the upper body in the left and right sit bones. Feel the energy rising from the sit bones through the arch of the pelvis into the keystone of the sacrum, up the pillar of the spine to the pinnacle of the spine in the head. Feel the arches in the back, in the pelvis, in the feet, supporting and bringing strength to the body. Continue to deepen the breath. Evening the breath between the exhale and inhale breaths. Emptying the lungs completely with each exhale breath. Let's take a look down at the feet. Observe the feet. Lift all 10 toes away from the floor. Bring the big toe back independently to the floor if you can. Keep the little toes lifted, spreading out towards the sides. And then gradually descend the little toes onto the floor. Come to our seated position. Take the hands down towards the side, and let's lift the right leg and left arm, starting to bring motion to the body and coordinating that motion with the breath, but not flinging the arms or the knees up and down, but moving them in a very conscious manner, giving each and every one of the muscles in the shoulders and the hips a chance to do their job as we lift and lower the legs. Let's go once more on each side and come back to center. Find the foundation of the sit bones. Inhale and exhale down towards the right side. Again, inhale. Move the body through center and exhale towards the floor on the left side. Inhale through center, exhale towards the right. Inhale through center, exhale left. Inhale through center, exhale right. Inhale through center, exhale left. One more time on each side. Exhale, right, and exhale, left. Return to center with your inhale. Let's lift the left arm overhead, twist the body towards the right side, and bring that left hand towards the outside of the right thigh and twist towards the right side. Breathing into the twist, trying to evenly distribute the twist along the whole length of the spine, bringing vitality to each of the vertebrae, to each of the discs between the vertebrae as we circulate the synovial fluid around the spine to nourish the disc. Inhale, one final time, lift the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, and let's come back through center. This time we're going to lift the right hand overhead. Take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Bring the hand behind the back and twist towards our left side. Once again, bringing life and vitality to the spine by circulating the synovial fluid with each inhale and exhale breath. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, come to center. Place the hands on the thighs. Let's inhale, lift the sternum with your inhale breath, and exhale, round towards the back of the chair. Inhale up. Exhale, gently round back. And inhale up one final time. And exhale, gently round back. Let's inhale, come back to center. We're going to come up to standing a little earlier in our practice today. So let's come face the seat of our chair. Position the feet about hip distance apart or just slightly wider. For those of you who are in bare feet, or for those of you who have socks on or who have shoes on, see if you can visualize that base of the second toe. Draw a line from the base of the second toe through the center of the ankle, and see if you can bring those two lines to parallel. Root the feet. First root the base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, the center of the heel, and establish the foundation for your standing poses. Feel the strength of the feet rising up through the legs, through the pelvis, through the core, all the way up to the top of the head. Inhale the arms overhead, our hands meet overhead, and exhale the hands back to heart center. Let's inhale up once more and exhale back to heart center. Final time, inhale up, exhale back to heart center. This time, after we inhale up, we're going to fold forward to bring the hands onto the seat of the chair. Adjust the feet if it's necessary. Inhale here. And let's exhale. Bend the body down towards the chair into a forward fold and bend the knees if necessary. Now, if you feel comfortable bringing the hands onto your blocks or the floor, and you can keep the spine nice and long, do so. So 3 options on deepening this forward fold: seat of the chair, blocks, or floor. Let's 5 times bend down towards the chair and inhale, come up. Remember, bend the knees as much as necessary to maintain a nice long back for 2. Inhale up. Exhale down for 3. Inhale up and exhale. Let's bend towards the chair for 4. 4 and 5 and 5. And let the inhale after that 5th forward bend carry you all the way up, hands meet overhead, and fold the hands back to heart center. Once again, let's inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, either coming to the edge of the chair, or you could come right down onto the mat if you feel so inclined. And let's step the feet back and take the feet maybe hip distance or slightly wider and come into our chair down dog. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Bend the knees to take some of that strain out of the body. And let's lift up onto the toes, bend the knees a little bit, and then come back onto the heels. Lift onto the toes, bend the knees, come back to some straight or bent leg, and stretch out in down dog. From here, going to inhale any amount forward into plank pose. You might step the heels back. And feel all the muscles in the core strengthening and lifting and holding you up in this plank pose. Then draw the core back and stretch out into down dog. Once more, we'll inhale forward to plank. And again, your plank might be any variation along the way. The body. Let's exhale, draw the hips back into a nice long downward dog. And remember, always permissible to bend the knees. Once more, let's inhale forward to plank. And exhale. Let's step back. Now turn that right foot out towards the side of the mat and step that left knee in toward the chair. And let's just bring the body up. Place the hands on the hip and come up to a warrior one. Now, you're likely going to be noticing that pelvis tilting slightly forward. See if you can draw the pubic bone up, draw the tailbone down to bring that pelvis closer to level and strengthen that work from the core to keep the body nice and upright here. Let's continue to hold with the hands on the waist or take the arms up overhead. Let's exhale the hands back to the chair. Step that back foot in slightly. Straighten the front leg and exhale, fold the body down towards the chair for a chair version of pyramid pose. You might even walk your blocks up beside the chair. Let's bring the hands back up onto the chair. And let's step both feet back once more into our plank pose, or first into our chair down dog. Inhale forward to our plank pose. And then inhale, draw the belly up and back to come into down dog once more. And this time, let's turn the left toes out to the side, step that right knee in towards the chair, come up, bring that strength to the core to lift the pubic bone up towards the belly button. And perhaps take the arms overhead. Breathe here. Exhale the hands onto the chair. Lift the heel, step back to downward dog. Stretch out in down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. And let's walk the feet in towards the chair. Just come to a spot where the feet are underneath the hips. Exhale down towards the chair or the floor. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Let's now step the left foot in towards the chair. And let's take that right foot back and take it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Let's come up into our warrior two stance. Either let the hands rest on the hips, and before we extend our arms up, let's firm up that front body. So you've got that core bringing a lot of strength and vitality. Stretch the arms out, reach the fingertips out towards the side. Let's bend the chair side elbow, bring it onto the, or you can just bring the hand down onto the chair, bring that onto the knee, stack everything, and let's take that arm up towards the ceiling. Either look to straight forward or up towards the right thumb. Look down, inhale, and let's step back to down dog. Today, I'm not going to turn my chair around. I'll just continue to practice on this side. So I apologize for my back being towards you. Come up. Straighten. Lift the core. Stretch the arms out. Bring the hand down. Or come on, elbow onto the knee. Open up. Maybe look up towards the thumb. Roll down. Lift. Step back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Inhale, come back to down dog. And let's walk the feet in towards the chair. Come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back to neutral. Let's come back, and we're going to come back now to seated. So I think that flow work, we should be feeling a little warm now. Does everybody feel, does that generate some heat? Lots of heat? Good. Lots of vitality? Okay, Mary, I see you're just one thumb up. The other heat was 2 and vitality was just. Let's find our weights. Okay, come to sitting. Remember, now we'll come back to those the foundation of the feet and the foundation of the sit bones. Stretch the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Let the right arm go down towards, or right hand go towards the floor. Inhale through center, left, through center, right, through center, left, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, and 5. Now I can't see most of your anything below sort of the lowest ribs, but I know that you've all remembered my instructions from previous classes to to keep both sit bones equally weighted when we do that work from side to side. But just in case you forgot about that, let's do 5 more. And really focusing on the weight being even on the sit bones. I see Stan shaking his head. Maybe I know there's some challenge. You've got some extra challenges on this one. So do what you can. So 1, 1. And then, of course, anybody else that has something going on with their spine that would make this not recommended, please observe those cautions. 3, 4, 4, and 5, and 5. Let's come back to center. Again, stack the spine, draw the shoulder, make sure the shoulders are sort of nice and safely positioned on the back. Let's lift the weights to a 45-degree angle. Come up to 90. Drop back to 45. And back to the start. 2, 2, 2, and 2. 3, 3, 3, and 3. 4, 4, 4, and 4. 5, 5, 5, and 5. 6, 6, 6, and 6. 7, 7, 7, and 7. 8, 8, 8, 8. 9, 9, 9, and 9. 10, 10, 10, and 10. 11, 11, 11, 11, and we're going to make it a dozen. 12, 12, 12, and 12. So how those shoulders and arms feel now? They had some work? Good. Now, let's glue the elbows to the lowest ribs. Let the palms face up towards the ceiling. And then just roll the wrists open and close. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Keep those elbows glued to the lowest ribs. Open out to the side for 1, 2. Expand the chest as you open out for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Take 1 or 0, 1, or 2 weights into the right hand. Place the right elbow on the right thigh just above the right knee. And let's extend those weights towards the floor. Lift, but then control that flow all the way down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's move over to the left hand now. Again, try and line up the heel, the knee, the elbow, the shoulder. And 1, 2, and reduce the weight, or at the point where you're to feel that it's difficult to sort of do the exercise properly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come back to center. Yeah, let's take 1 weight. Just take it. This one, okay, actually, we'll come up to standing beside our chair for the next one. We'll do that tricep work. So let's come up to standing for a moment. Place our left hand on the chair. Bend the body sort of as close to parallel as you can with the floor. So, and don't forget to bend the knees here. Bring that outside arm, the upper arm, towards parallel with the floor, and straighten that arm for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just shake things out. We'll go to the other side. So again, support that chair side hand, bend the knees, upper arm parallel with the floor, lift the shoulder up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Set your weights aside. Let's come back down to seated. Let's find our strap now. Coming down to seated, just have your strap handy, have your blocks handy. Return to our seated mountain pose. Build the foundation for your posture from those sit bones all the way up, and from the feet all the way up through the legs, right up to the top of the head. And so today, the next part, we're going to do some stretching now. We're going to stretch out some of those muscles that we've worked hard. We've got them nice and warm and lubricated, and hopefully they're ready to have a nice stretch. So let's begin sort of just working into that last exercise we did. We'll lift the left arm overhead, support it with the right hand, and draw that arm right in beside the bicep, close to the ear. Breathe here. But notice if the body is wanting to go forward as you draw that back. Try and also take this opportunity to strengthen the core. So bring tone to the core while you're stretching these shoulder muscles. Let's release the left side, switch over to the right, and again, draw that right elbow in, strengthen the core. See if the fingertips will come into that space between the shoulder blades. Let's release this side, interlace the fingers, and turn the palms towards the ceiling and stretch up. Release the fingers and hook the thumbs. Again, pull the thumbs apart. Lift up out of the pelvis, but slide the shoulder blades down the back. Release the arms down towards the side. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the shoulders back and press the knuckles into the seat of the chair and open the upper body into a slight back bend. Release the hands. Again, interlace the fingers. Just bring the hands to rest on top of the head. Press the head in, up. Stretch the spine up into the interlaced fingers. Now, bring the hand to the back of the head and press the head into the resistance of the hands. So both the hands, the arms, and the neck muscles are active here. Let's release the arms down towards the side. Exhale the head, lengthen the back of the neck by exhaling the head into that notch of the collarbones. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale into the notch. Inhale up and exhale once more. Inhale up. Let's place the hands on the thighs. Inhale, lift the sternum for the cat part of our cat-cow move, and then our cow part of the cat-cow move, and then exhale gently back towards the chair. Inhale up. Feel each vertebrae moving over the next, unless they don't. And once more, come back to center. Interlace the fingers. Draw the right knee in towards the body. Flex and point the right foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either grasp the right toe or take the strap around the foot. Stretch the leg out in front. So take the strap around the toe bases and draw the toe bases back in towards the body. But strengthen and lift the core as you're doing this. Maybe that leg can come just a bit higher. Let's release the foot onto the floor. Keep pulling draw the foot back, stretch out the calf muscles. Let's either continue to use the strap, lengthen the spine and fold forward, or bring the hands onto the blocks, with the toes continuing to flex back towards the shin, the big toe mound pressing out, the belly drawing back and up towards the ribs, lengthen the spine and fold. Breathe here. Let's inhale, come up, draw that right leg in. Let's walk the feet out wider than hip distance and let the knees sway in each other. This time, as that left knee rotates in, the left hip can rise up away from the chair. So just allow some gentle motion in the hips, rotating from one side to the other, and come back to center. The feet return to hip distance apart. Interlace the fingers. Find your non-dominant interlace. Draw the left knee in towards the body and flex and point the right toes for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either use the strap or reach around the big toe and stretch that leg out. And either using the strap or just folding, pressing the heel in, drawing the toes back towards the shin. Inhale here and exhale. Let's fold forward over that outstretched leg. Inhale, come up. Once again, now let's take both feet out in front, either using your strap or the blocks. Inhale here and exhale. Let's fold forward over the outstretched legs, pressing the heels in, curling the toes towards the shin. If you feel like the knees are hyperextending, bring a slight bend to the knees, draw the belly in up towards the lowest ribs, fold here. Let's take 5 more breaths in this deep forward fold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come all the way up. Draw the feet back in and draw the hands back to heart center. Let's walk the feet out into a fairly wide V now. Again, perched on the edge of your chair. Inhale here, and let's exhale and move into the center of that V, either coming to the floor or the blocks. You can, if you're on the blocks, you can stretch them out in front of you. And this is somewhat like a wide-legged forward fold, downward dog combination on the chair. Again, taking a few extra breaths here. Slowing down our practice. Let's take 5 more complete breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let the next inhale breath carry the body all the way up, and our hands meet overhead, and exhale the hands back to heart center. Let's walk the feet back in to hip distance apart. Come to our seated mountain pose. And we haven't done our chair yoga affirmation for quite a while. So I think it's, I think it's, at this day feels quite affirming to me. So I think we need an affirmation. So let's come to our best seated mountain pose with that really strong core, the really strong foundation in the feet and in the sit bones. And take a nice deep breath in, and let's repeat our affirmation. So breathing in, I am the mountain. I am stable, strong, and secure. I am the mountain. I am stable, strong, and secure. I am the mountain. I am stable. I am strong. I am secure. Close the eyes. Observe the breath. Observe the effect of the practice on every part of your body. Has your practice brought vitality to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes? Let's take 3 more full breaths here. And after this next exhale breath, allow yourself to slide back in the chair, supported by the back of the chair, slowing down the breath, beginning to relax the body, and bask in the sense, in the feeling of vitality that you may have developed through this practice. Let that feeling permeate every cell. And as we feel the warmth of the sun in today, let that continue to bring vitality, renewal, and strength to every part of your body. Continue to allow the breath to slow and as the breath slows, allow the body to relax, relaxing each and every muscle. The toes, the feet, the ankles, the calves, the thighs, the hips, and the lower belly, the core, the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the hands, the face. Let each and every area of the body relax with each and every exhale breath.